in the 1860s to early 1900s. Joining me today is Jerry Lynch, Billy Kringer, and Hingham McCringleberry. These social studyologists have done this for a pretty good time, and just by reading on about this article, it was amazing. It just astonished me. So to tell you more about this, Jerry Lynch will be joining me.
And Jerry Lynch, nice to meet you, Mr. Johnson.
Well, so, Jerry, you mind to be comfortable.
Thank you.
So, Jerry, how long have you been doing this for?
Well, I started when I was about 15, and I'm currently 30, so about 15 years.
That's pretty good time. So, how long would you say you work on a certain expedition? Does it matter what kind it is, or is it just, are they all basically the same?
Well, it depends, because it matters what it is, because you can't just go out and mine, you just can't go out and make a mining area for gold, because you're gonna have to find gold, and then you're gonna have to dig under that. So it's gonna be it's a whole process of finding something.
So what you're saying is, you just can't stop whenever you want. If you want to get something, you gotta go deeper.
Yeah, it's like the thing, investigating. You have to investigate more. You have to go deeper into it. You have to go more in depth.
This guy, everyone, he knows what he's doing.
You can't just wake up one morning and say, I want to go mine gold. You can't go out to you can't go to California and say, I'm gonna strike gold today. I'm gonna go rich. You can't. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take effort. It's gonna take you have to do research. You have to map out the ground. You have to find the gold first. Then you have to get the machinery. Then you have to get the crew, and then everything. It just all builds up. It's just basically it's a big process.
And just getting one thing takes about a few months or something.
Well, it depends. If you want to find a big, if you want to get a big find, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a lot of hard work and dedication to it. But if you just want to go out and find let's say a little bit of gold, you could probably do that in about a month or two. But big, if you want to strike big, it's gonna take about a year or two to get to get into it.
Alright, so I've heard about your most recent discovery. It's called the blue sediment.
Oh yeah, that stuff was making me mad for months on end. It was it kept jamming on machines. It kept it was making my workers mad. It was almost making to the point where they wanted to quit.
So it just basically kept stopping.
Yeah, so one day I decided to take it into the lab. Why not? What do I have to lose? So they said, you just struck big. This is filled with silver. So then, instead of being mad when we saw it in a jamming machine, we're all woohoo! More stuff.
So you're happy how you made the discovery of silver being in or jamming the machine.
Well, we weren't so much happy about it jamming our machines. We got used to it after a while, but we all knew that there was a good outcome of it. So it wasn't always just dang it, our machines are damned, we can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
We just knew that there was going to be a good outcome to it.
Alright. So about how many people were attracted to gold or silver strikes?
Well, over thousands and thousands of people were just out of nowhere. People just started rushing into Alaska and California, and just all went for gold. They all wanted to strike big and go home with a profit.
So they were why not? Let's go YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO.
You only live once.
So I said, everyone just started to come in, and there are only a couple out of the 1,000. There are only a couple hundred that struck big, and other people probably spent all of their life savings into the machines, and nothing that came out of it. So that's why I said you have to do research, time, effort, and dedication. You just all have to go into it.
So as you know, our history has changed, and a lot of women came in to these special events and helped out a lot, and then they became part of history. So would you say there was probably about an equal amount of women miners to men, or was it?
Well, I don't mean to say that there wasn't, but there was obviously a lot more men working at that time. The women, I'm not saying the women didn't do anything. The women were actually a huge factor in this. The women were the ones at camp, helping, making food, working out in the mines too. You had women making beds for you, but they did more stuff than just that. They were, like I said, they're out in the mines mining.
Alright. So, what happened when the gold and silver ores were gone?
Everyone just had to go home. And yeah, like I said, everyone had to go home, and like you know how I said like only a couple hundred people struck big and the rest went home. Well, it was basically that. So like the couple hundred stayed, and they struck good, and they probably built their own homes, they built their own properties, they had their own food, they made their own farms. But the other people went home broke. They didn't have anything in their name. They went to the bank. There would be cobwebs in their vault.
All right, everyone. That is it for right now. We will join with you right after the break. Welcome, everyone. After the break. Now, about this topic we are going to discuss is the problems in the mining frontier. I never knew there was going to be problems. Joining me now about this topic is Billy Kringer.
Oh my gosh, I actually get to meet the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Cox. I've been watching this show since I was a kid.
It's nice to actually meet a fan who I'm interviewing right now. Get comfortable. So, tell me, Billy, what is probably your best skill in this job?
Well, in the mining job, like you have many skills that you have to have that you adapt to, because you can't just go out and think that you're gonna go mine. Like for skills of mining, like you need to know where you are, what you're doing, and how you're gonna do it. So you can't just go out there and like free anything. Like you're like, I'm gonna go make $1 million today. No, you have to plan. So yeah, so you just have to plan it. You have to go with it. You have to have dedication to it. You have to have skill. Like of course you have to have skill. You have to know what you're doing with machines. Otherwise you're gonna have major like difficulties because you got either get injured or hurt, like injured and hurt.
So you actually said something that related to what Jerry said. It takes a lot of effort.
I think Jerry's a very smart man.
You guys look very alike somehow. I mean, but yes. Okay, so tell me about the problems in the mining frontier. So miners destroyed forests, right?
Well, like I wouldn't really say that because like we didn't destroy stuff. Like actually we did destroy stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We destroyed stuff and like we took. I'm not surprised saying this, but we did take away homes for natives. We did take away homes for the animals. I don't understand. Like, I wish we could do this some other way, but we just can't. Like, there's something that I have to do to make a profit.
Yeah, I mean, if there's that one chance you get to be rich, I mean, why not go for it? But
yeah,
sometimes.
But everything just has an effect to it.
Yeah. So, how are foreign miners treated differently?
Oh, I don't even want to say this, but like foreign miners, like you had the Irish, the German, the natives, they were treated so bad. It was horrible to see. It made my eyes bleed. It was like, so basically, the foreign miners were treated like slaves. They were treated horribly. So the foreign miners had to work extra hard, less pay. Like they were getting paid absolutely nothing to work. They were working at least 17-hour days, 20-hour days. Down in the mines, no air, probably haven't seen sunlight for at least 20 hours.
20 hours?
About 20 hours.
I'd be blind. Welcome back after the break. So, everyone, we are now going and moving into our final topic of tonight. This is the railroading in the 1860s through 1900s. Joining me now to tell you more and explain about this topic is Hingham McCringleberry. He is a legend.
Hi, Dr. Beth.
Hello.
Hingham McCringleberry here.
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, how are you?
I am
Nice.
very tired.
Nice room we got here. I like
Yep.
this couch. What is this? What do you think this?
Yeah, Billy asked me that earlier.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an expert with
What would you call Luna later? 7, 7, 3, 2,
12.
2.
Luna.
So catchy.
Alright, so tell me more about what you do in railroading. So what got your interest?
Well, actually, I do two different things in railroading.
Mhm.
I worked on it. I was building all the railroads. I was like instructing them, and now I actually study it. And I'm very interested in it because it's so interesting. So many different complex things you have to do just to get maybe even a mile of railroad. And the plains, it's so easy. Once you hit the mountains, it's probably the hardest thing you've ever done.
And just how long it takes to put a single track on.
One track, like about a yard of track, that'll probably take our men maybe 10 minutes. If the rocks are laid down, flags down, connect the metal.
So do you not just study them, so you also work alongside people? like,
Yes,
with railroading?
sometimes I actually work with them. I go along with them. I go onto the fields. I help work on them. I help instruct the new people how to actually build them, which is very simple, quite simple. But yeah.
So moving on into the history of railroading, probably one of the biggest events, or I don't want to say biggest, but a pop, like the Transcontinental Railroad.
Yes.
What is it?
Well, the Transcontinental Railroad, it's actually two different things. There's the Pacific Union Railroad and there's the Transcontinental Railroad. There's two different companies that are building them. And it just goes across the country pretty much. It goes two different railroads, one across the different
Yes.
country.
I heard when they both came to the final track, they put a gold bolt in.
Yes, they put a gold, they're actually railroad spikes they put in to keep the rails down. And they made one out of gold that actually they found in that area, local gold, and they cracked it in, and just to show that this is like a golden track, it's worth making.
So just adding that gold bolt, or however they call it, it's kind of like they held a ceremony or something. They just stuck it in there.
They gathered all the workers that were working on the Transcontinental and Pacific Union Railroad, and it was very emotional because once they put that spike in, they were done. Their work has been done. They move on to the next job, and everybody thought it was emotional. It could be sad, they could be happy. Lots of different emotions were going on there.
What was it like working on a railroad? Probably a backbreaker.
It is actually a very backbreaking work, and once you get into it, you can't really leave. It's just like you need it pretty much. But you get blisters on your hands, on your neck from the sun. It's very painful work, mentally and physically. Yeah.
Alright. Thank you everyone for tuning in on tonight. Investigate Deeper with Dr. Kazi. I'd like to thank Hingham McCringleberry, Billy Kringer, and Jerry Lynch on joining me tonight. See you then. Until next time.